Hey guys, it's Raven here, and today we're going to be reading from the Ultra Dragon Ball Wiki. We're going to be taking a look at Paragon's OC. Small note, there are a few mismatched words here, not really mismatched, but the creator of this page did a fantastic job. So let's get into this. Lord Paragon, physical description. Race, Bojack race. Self-proclaimed but confirmed to be false. Earthling. His wish didn't change his race, just his skin and hair color. Gender. Subhuman type incel. Weight. No scale can hold him, said to be over 9,000 kilograms. Height. 2'5". Bro was a munchkin. Eye color. Shitty. Hair color. Poop brown. Occupation. Time Patroller, is on thin ice, close to being fired. Techniques and powers. Natural abilities. Lying, being delusional. Special abilities. None. Incel energy, self-proclaimed. Add fur and change his hair color via Super Saiyan 4 Verd. Lord Paragon, also known as Perfection the Natural Selection, or as I like to call him, Submission the Natural Position, and formerly named the Super Touch, the weakest character in any fan fiction of Dragon Ball, and fiction in general. His power level is said to be so low that no known method is capable of even detecting it. Characters who rely on Ki to sense their opponents doubt claims of his existence altogether. Because of his intense taste of having intercourse with fictional women, regardless they're married or not, he's known as the Lord of Incels and Cucks. Personality. A false hero. He only attempted to do heroic activities if it boosts his ego and popularity. Hence why his ego is bruised and hurt every time someone else gets the attention and praise, causing the slandering hate train, which Paragon has since been reprimanded not to do. He likes attention, which I'm giving to him right now, but honestly it's just too funny not to write about. While giving attention is what he yearns the most, Paragon's popularity is slowly dying in the irrelevance. He likes having sex with married women, but none had ever taken this offer, or even considered it for that matter. Such dream cannot be a reality for his lust. Notable feats. Nearly died to a crackhead with a power level of -8 on the streets of New York. How the fuck does that work? Goku used Kaioken times 0 to try and bring his power level low enough to fight him, but Paragon still lost. Fought against Yamcha in a one-on-one match, transformed into his supposed unique transformation, Super Saiyan 4 Verd. A mix of Super Saiyan 4 and Super Saiyan Blue, but green. He lost to Yamcha, giving Yamcha his first official win. W Yamcha. Claimed Perfect Cell was his ally, but was bitch slapped by Perfect Cell, sent flying further than Mr. Satan, led to reasoning that Paragon is even weaker than Mr. Satan. Similar cases have been made in other anime universes, where Paragon claimed to have caused the whole series event, such as being the progenitor of the Uchiha clan, only to be bitch slapped and dunked out of their universes for lying. Seems to be another attempt of leeching off others' popularity for attention. Side note, if I pronounce Uchiha clan wrong, that is my bad. Turtle later mentioned that Paragon has the most obvious weak spot that would incapacitate Paragon for a month. Most likely, Paragon is compensating for something. According to Turtle, Shenron gave Paragon a certain move, but told Paragon not to use it. However, Paragon is eager to use such a move after hearing the description. Turtle said that Paragon would be the biggest dumbass for even using it. Tried to pitch to Hollywood about making a film series about himself being the greatest hero, starring him specifically, with Paragon having full control of said film series. Hollywood laughed their asses off at the absurdity of the idea, did the opposite, while Paragon is depicted in being a sore loser with no redeemable traits, being a lolcow clown. Every movie ending is him getting his comeuppance in the most comedic way. This series was a box office success that Paragon didn't receive any money on, as he was too stupid to not read the fine print on the contract, where he receives nothing. That Hollywood has full rights to his looks and series. Turns out Hollywood isn't gonna renew their copyright, allowing Paragon's looks into the public domain where it has been clowned on for years. Paragon was killed off by Superboo's human extinction attack. Paragon wasn't revived from the wish that brought back the Earth, as it excluded evil people, which means Paragon is an evil individual, not a hero as he self-proclaims. Seems Paragon escaped hell when all of the Dragon Ball villains escaped hell in Fusion Reborn, was laying low, hoping to be revived by the Dragon Balls. Seems like Paragon added his experience of hell to the story of being sealed in the Dead Zone to avoid the others finding out that he's a villain. Not a tragic hero he proclaimed himself to be. Paragon seemed to avoid saying that what his punishment was in hell, as Paragon tries to cover his behind and runs away. Job applications around the world speak about him in tight whispers, rumored to be Earthling that got his hands on the Dragon Balls and wished for his fanfic to be true. Rumors that his former name was Xavier Pace, one that have gone missing, seemingly trying to have an affair with Bulma during work hours only to be caught by Vegeta before the act. He fled the scene once rumors had been spread. Inquired about Paragon's wish, Shenron revealed how dumbfounded Paragon's wish was, as it's impossible to change a person's entire biology without swapping bodies. Changing entire universe to fit his backstory is impossible. Thus, Shenron changed Paragon's skin tone to green and hair to orange. Lied to Paragon about being the strongest in the universe, as Paragon's true potential barely beats out Cybermen. When Shenron was asked about Paragon's transformation Super Saiyan 4 Verd, Shenron revealed that the transformation only changed Paragon's outward appearance. The 4 multiplier is set to 1, so transformations is just for show. Shenron stated that Paragon would have died immediately if the transformation was a mix of Super Saiyan 4 and God Ki, as stacking transformations put too much strain on the body, thus throwing your life away. Add in Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego to the transformation mix, it would implode Paragon instantly. Shenron has stated Paragon didn't master Ultra Instinct nor Ultra Ego. Shenron exposed Paragon's ability of changing his hair color and the color of his aura. So while Paragon has the looks of the transformation, Paragon doesn't have the power of those transformations. When asked about Paragon's supposed created techniques, Shenron stated that Paragon is an idiot for claiming someone else's techniques as his own. As any of the other Dragon Ball characters' techniques, all Paragon did was add true to the front of the name. Just copycat them, which are very weak in comparison. Shenron did give Paragon some techniques, but Paragon has to be a complete imbecile to even use them, as Paragon misunderstood what they even do. Even Paragon trained his entire life. He wouldn't be any of the Earthlings contestants from the World Martial Arts Tournament. Claims getting trapped in the Dead Zone by the Angels with his pants down, making him weaker than Garlic Jr., when in fact he sealed himself in the Dead Zone after being beaten brutally by Beerus. Trying to prove he was leagues stronger than Beerus, he jumped into the Dead Zone after opening it to avoid getting Hokkai'd by Beerus. It appears that Whis was offended by Paragon's comment about doing his angel sisters, which Beerus took notice of, and was about to Hokkai Paragon. Claimed to have broken out of the Dead Zone when Goku went Super Saiyan Blue. It was confirmed by Garlic Jr. that Paragon escaped the Dead Zone when Garlic Jr. broke out of the Dead Zone, meaning Paragon is even weaker than Garlic Jr., possibly even weaker than a Cyberman. Paragon since then laid low to avoid Beerus and the other gods of destructions, angels, and Zeno's attention for slandering their names, until Goku and Vegeta achieved Super Saiyan Blue, meaning another attempt of leeching off someone else's popularity. Despite claiming to be affiliated with the Pride Troopers, formerly part of the family of angels, both Pride Troopers and the Angels have confirmed that Paragon is not an associate of theirs, which indicate Paragon is lying about his backstory. as the Pride Troopers existed for over 250,000 years, which is impossible for him to have found the Pride Troopers and exist. Angels don't take anyone in their family without Zeno's or the Gods of Destruction's permission. On the run after being beaten by Jackaras, Paragon has a laundry list of convicted felonies, similar to his fanfic creator, who was also a convicted felon. Among those felons is an attempt to change the timeline to his fanfic story. He was caught by the Time Cops from Rick and Morty's universe. Paragon fled that universe. He was caught by the Time Patrol afterwards. While Paragon managed to excuse himself, he's on his last straw. Any further attempt to change the timeline means full erasure from existence. Paragon has made no attempt to change the timeline. Apparently convicted on having a hidden school dedicated in training minor females to being loyal sex slaves. Within those walls is brainwashing and mind manipulation, claimed to have trained others. Except none of his students have confirmed of his training or being under Paragon's mentorship, leading to reason it was another attempt of leeching off others' popularities for attention. Similar to his fanfic creator, Jiren was enraged when Paragon claimed he trained Jiren, as Jiren actually trained under Gichin. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Jiren vows to bring Paragon to justice for stealing credit and trying to replace his master. Belmont has already given the Pride Troopers permission to just kill off Paragon. As Belmont was amused with Paragon's antics at first, now it's just annoyed and agitation with Paragon in general. Broly, Super, was confused on who Paragon was, why Paragon was blabbering about him training Broly. Seems mentioning Paragon again has ticked off Beerus. Bojack has renounced Paragon, for Paragon lying about being his son being a part of the Hera race. DNA test has confirmed that Paragon isn't Bojack's biological son or even a part of the Hera, nor the Saiyan race. Paragon's name is proof, as it doesn't follow the Hera naming convention, as their names are based off Japanese words of cruelty and arrogance. That, as a Dragon Ball fan, I did not know, so you learn something new every day. He has a habit of giving himself pretentious self-proclaimed titles, which amount to nothing. Thus, the community replaced those titles with titles that suited his personality better, such as the dumbass among dumbasses, the man who will rage quit life, the bitch of being a bitch, the impotent lord, the man who represents the G and LTGB, the true bitch god of Xenoverse, the ultimate bitch, the training mode of Xenoverse, my favorite, the GOAT, greatest of all time, dumbass. Now we are at sins, my first one being my favorite, existing. According to Whis, Champa put out a massive bounty on Paragon. Reasons seem to be Champa being irate of Paragon attempting to steal the Super Dragon Balls under his nose. Another reason is Vados being creeped out and disturbed of Paragon staring at her, like a stalker stare. According to Belmod, he's irritated Paragon made a complete mockery of the Pride Troopers, spewing lies after lies of the group. Such lies of claiming to being the founder and the one who made the current Pride Troopers outfit. According to Cronoa, the Supreme Kai of Time, there has been a laundry list of complaints across the multiverse. All cause Paragon attempted to rally them to his cause, which pissed everyone off, as he almost ruined their series. Instead of an army to go against Zeno, Paragon unintentionally created the biggest anti-Paragon armada ever seen. Lying in general. His backstory is false, as it has too many holes and contradictions by the Dragon Ball canon lore, has refused to fix it. Such as how Guinea died on planet Vegeta when Frieza destroyed it. But Paragon's backstory claims Guinea left before the destruction of planet Vegeta, leading to his backstory being false. This has caused others to question the validity of Paragon's backstory, as it seems to be made up by a delusional person. Despite claiming to be the strongest of all beings, of all things, it has been noted that Paragon runs away when confronted by someone that actually has skills. Despite claiming to be league stronger than Lord Zeno, has no fear of either the Grand Priest or Zeno, Paragon has refrained from attacking the Angels or Lord Zeno, leading to others doubting his backstory. Whether or not Paragon is afraid of being raised by Zeno. Which makes Paragon's backstory even more dubious, as Lord Zeno can foresee the future. He would have known about Paragon destroying 6 universes in a temper tantrum, let alone being a threat to the multiverse. The Angels and Gods of Destruction have dealt with Paragon by either killing or Hakai, not sealing him in the Dead Zone, which they claim to have an even better sealing than what Paragon claimed. That is true because according to Dragon Ball Super's lore, Elder Kai was sealed away by Beerus in the Z-Sword. A way better technique. Despite claiming to have beaten everyone in their strongest form, said opponents have confirmed that Paragon didn't even fight them. Gohan has never even heard about Paragon, until Paragon blabbers about beating Gohan in Beast form. Once Gohan confronts Paragon about the truth, Paragon conveniently instant transmissions away, leading others to wonder if any of Paragon's victories are even true. Claimed his all-female group, Paragon's Pride, isn't a harem. However, the group has confirmed it is a harem. Paragon is lying. Also has stated on record that the group has been leaking both funds and info to Paragon's enemies, hence Paragon constantly losing his relevancy. His castle/home is close to foreclosure. The group has confirmed Paragon has no intention to do his life goals, as in destroying Lord Zeno and repopulating the Hera race. He would rather spend his life on pointless sex. In case any one of his harem gets pregnant, he would erase the fetus from existence, means he's a coward of accountability. Has a YouTube channel reeking with delusional content, managing to only get a few hundred views per video. Tries to hide YouTube stats, like, dislikes, and subscribe account, but exposed by YouTube. Does not seem to care how old fictional characters he sims for are, his YouTube banner being the evidence of it. On his old YouTube banner, some characters like Momo from My Hero Academia was looted despite being underaged. Literally makes his character do sexually explicit actions on other original characters without consent, of both in the art and the artists, where he steals OCs without asking to use them for such art. Most of the time it's just SA that fulfills his inner desires. Has an entire folio of lewd imageries of Kepler on DeviantArt despite the fact he denied to like her, troll bait as usual. Got called out for grooming while simultaneously calling Steed OJ a predator. Got his ass exposed so many times, actually has an L on record by Jaco, ruining his perfect record. And with that, that is the end of the Paragon Ultra Dragon Ball Wiki. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see yous in the next video. Here's some bloopers of me fucking up the words. Like the Hera race. He would rather spend his life... God damn it, I keep fucking it up. Lord Paragon. Physical description. Bojack race. Self-proclaimed, but not According to Belmod, he's irritated Paragon made a complete mockery of the Pied... Fuck. The Pied Troopers. According to Whis, Champa put out a massive Barney on... Barney? I fuck...